My name is Martin and I have been studying charisma and communication skills for 4 years straight. In today's video, I will 10x your confidence in just 10 minutes. Watch me. Confidence comes in two most important parts, the quantity and the quantity. Let me first go to quantity. If you are not confident in doing something, that means you have not been in that situation enough of times. You have not been there enough of times, which means that you need to do exposure therapy to that specific problem. Just a few weeks ago, I have been very bad with girls. I'm this charisma expert, I portray myself as this confident guy, but I was bad, I was unable to flirt with girls. But literally, just by me exposing myself to girls throughout 1 month, 2 months, I became incredibly powerful. I can literally come up to a girl and say, what a bird do you think is living in this city? Something completely ridiculous, completely retarded, but it will work. And why I have managed to achieve this is by me just doing the exposure therapy. And that is the quantity that you need to think about. If you want to become more confident in something, you need to go into that situation 1, 2, 3, 10, 100 times. So then you will actually know how that situation works. Why do you think people are afraid of arguments? Because they have been avoiding arguments their entire lives. Or why do you think that some people are afraid to approach girls? Because they have never done it in their lives. They feel like they're gonna get rejected, they feel like they're gonna get judged. But in fact, they will not. That is the first part of learning how to be extremely confident. Second part is the quality of things. First, we have started with quantity. Now we know that we need to get into this one situation multiple times so we become more confident. Imagine that you are a barber, for example. Would you be confident in doing your first ever haircut on someone? Probably no. Let's be honest. Let's take a pilot, for example, and you are for your first ever time going through a hurricane, a storm. You would be not very confident, let's be honest. But imagine a pilot that have went through a hurricane, a storm 20 times. He would be like, oh, this is easy. You need to become exactly like that in quantity. The second thing, though, is the quality. Let's say that I want to approach a girl on the street. What I will do is that I will, yes, first do the quantity, but the quality is the quality of things that I do. Let me give you an example. Imagine that you are a fireman and you have been millions of times in this building. Sorry, not a fireman, firefighter. That was the word that I need to say. You are a firefighter and you have been in burning buildings 20 times, 30, 50 times. But imagine that you are this specific fireman that you have never been really trained on what exactly to do. You just went into the burning building, went again and again, but you don't know what to do there. You don't know how to use the fire extinguisher. You don't know how to take out the door if it is blocked. You don't know how to save people correctly. You don't know how to handle them so they will not get lost. You don't know anything. And that's exactly when it comes to confidence in speaking to people. If we don't know what to say, if we don't know how to say it, we will fall flat because we don't know how to communicate with properly. Yes, maybe you have went up to thousands of girls, but if you say some disgusting, absolutely out of the pocket pickup line with saying, with this terrible eye contact, yes, you might have gone to 20 girls, but where's the result? Where is the charm in that? There is none. That's why, yes, we need to go, but then we need to improve on the things that we will say. For example, if I want a girl's Instagram, I will ask her, hello, I was just going around and I saw you and I thought that you look very cute. Tell me, what is your name? That is so simple, so easy, so straightforward, so direct. It doesn't go into this pickup line, player artistry. It just is honest. That, oh, I've been just going around and I have saw this very beautiful girl and I just wanted to say hi. That is incredibly direct and simple. And that is also one thing that you need to remember. If you want to become very good, not in quantity, but in quality, please keep everything simple. You don't need to overthink anything. You don't need to learn some insane pickup lines. Literally, just say what is on your mind. And it doesn't even work on girls, it works on guys everywhere. When in speaking, talk like if you are on a 5th grade level. So this is how you can exactly become 10 times more confident. You go with quantity, and on the other hand, you also go with quality. But now, most influencers would end the video right here, but I'm gonna actually give you some bonus and more practical tips on how you can apply this in real life. First, in the quantity, I need you to start out small. Most people, when they will go into a situation, they want to go all in, like, oh, I'm gonna approach 10 girls this week, and I'm gonna do million of stuff. Terrible, horrible thinking, because you will quit and you will not stay consistent. If I tell you, go approach one girl every 3 days, you'll be like, okay, I think I can do that. That would not be so hard. But most people say to themselves, I want to approach 10 girls per week. You are starting on level 0, dude. You cannot jump to level 100. So that's why that comes to quantity. Please approach one girl, something that you are scared of. If you have such a terrible social anxiety that you cannot even speak to a random stranger on the street, then just do that. Do what is the toughest skill for you. Maybe it is arguments. Let's say that you are very timid and you hate getting into conflicts with people. What you need to do is to get into some sort of conflict. I'm not telling you to be rude, it's just to disagree a little bit. Be kind, be respectful, but disagree. Just put your assertive point out. Doesn't matter what it is, in the quantity tab, I want you to start small and then gradually improve as you will go along the way. And the second part is the quality, and that is what you need to say. If we come to things that we need to say, we need to learn from people who are experts at our craft. Let's come back to the firefighter example. Do you think this firefighter was learning from his own mistakes? No. He was every single day on the training ground, and the instructor, the coach, everybody told him exactly, specifically what he needed to do. That's what you need to do. You need to learn from people who are actually super well spoken. And not just spoken, they are extremely high in social intelligence. And this might sound a little bit biased, but that's why I am here. I have been making videos now for 1 year about charisma and communication skills. So if you want to learn from me, just subscribe to this channel and I will help you with your social skills and charisma. But just to give you some practical example, so you don't need to watch my entire channel, I will give you something very specific. And that is on the first impression. On the first impression, what I always love to do is to just come up to someone and give them a direct compliment. That's it. You don't need to overthink anything. If you give an observation compliment, so it will sound something like this. Yeah, I saw you were going around and I just wanted to say you have a very nice head on. Just so random, but on the other hand, so fitting, because it shows that you actually observed something in the surroundings. You are not just like most people with their headphones in, la 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 la. No, you are actually paying attention to everything that is happening around you. And that is extremely attractive. So that is the social skill that I want you to improve in quality. Whenever you will be meeting someone, just find something about them that you actually really like. Maybe it's their smile, maybe it is the fashion style that they have, maybe it is the smell, how of a good perfume they have on themselves. Just to boil the compliments down to 3 parts, it is what you can smell, what you can see, and what you can hear. So maybe if someone sounds very articulate, you can give them a compliment. Whoa, you sound like a very intelligent person. If someone smells absolutely amazing, they have this amazing perfume on, say it. Wow, you smell absolutely amazing. Or if you see someone wearing a very good suit, for example, that's what I like to give compliments to people on. If I see some businessman on the street, you bet I'm coming to him and I say, you have an absolutely amazing suit on today. That is how you see it. So that is my social skill for you in the quality. Put a compliment to people by seeing, hearing, or smelling. And just a quick side point, if you want to become the most charismatic version of yourself and join a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their charisma and communication skills, then just click the first link in the description. We are just now on $9 per month. $9. So if you want to learn incredible social skills from me, your charisma and communication skills expert, and also join a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their charisma and communication skills, click the first link in the description and I will see you right there. And if you want to see me destroy your social anxiety in just 10 minutes, then just click this video right here. Live a happy life.